Yeah, so I'm out here. I'm about to winterize this house. I've been hired to come out and winterize the house. Um, what usually happens is the realtor just will send me the code to the door, tell me what he wants done, and I'll come out and do it. This will be my second time winterizing this place. So I knew exactly what I needed. I also took care of this home as far as the cutting the grass during the growing season. I did that. We're moving into winter time now, and a lot of leaves falling. Okay, good. Like I said, this is my second time winterizing this place, so I know what's going on here. All right, so the first thing I want to do is turn the water off. So I have to find the meter. Around here, the meter, easiest way to find it is to go out to the curb, walk the curb in front of the house, look for a blue, look for some type of spray paint line. Usually it's blue, it could be yellow too. And I already see it. It's right here, and that line should point to the water meter. And I think that's right here. So okay, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna confirm that the water is off. So the water is off. I'm gonna leave that line open. Okay, so I got this tester right here. If it's blinking red, that lets me know that there is electricity flowing through the wires. So it's blinking red. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna turn off the, what was it, the 7 and the 9 again. Bam, they're off. I'm gonna come back over here, check my cable, and it's safe. Okay, so now that I got the power off to the water heater, I can now drain it. It's safe to drain. I don't have to worry about the heating element inside turn it on when there's no water inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and start draining the tank now. Reason I go ahead and do this is one of my first things is because the tank can sometimes take long to do, and also if you open up the TPR valve, it'll help it flow out a little faster. Okay, so I'm just gonna come over here where the end of the hose is and just confirm that we do have water coming out. Now that I know my water is turned off, my hot water heater is being drained, I'm gonna come on and drain all these fixtures. Get as much water out of the toilets as I can. That line's still draining. Because this is a 2-level house, the fixtures up top are going to drain way faster than the ones at the bottom. As a matter of fact, they probably already drained. Check all the rooms, make sure there's no sinks or any other type of fixture that needs to be drained or opened. Cause say I got my air compressor right there. I'm connecting it to this fixture right here. Now you always want to monitor. You always want to. You don't want to put too much air pressure in the lines. You don't want to cause a leak. So really, I never go over like 30 psi's. You can see the water's being blown out this sink right here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna look for a fixture that's even lower in elevation than this one. I'm gonna look outside on for the hose bibs. If I find one, I'm gonna open it, and then I'm gonna come back and close this one. So I do have a hose bib right here. I just opened it, had some water in there. The water's being pushed out right now by the air. I'm gonna go back to that other fixture. I'm gonna close that one. So I'm gonna let that run for a couple more minutes, push as much water out of the system as possible, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the hot water line. So now I'm pushing water out the hot water line to see if there's a little water coming out of there. And this fixture right here is only about, it's no more than a foot or maybe even 6 inches higher than that other one out back. All the other ones are higher, so this is a good draining point. Okay, so once again, I want to pour antifreeze in the all the sinks, all the floor drains, and in the sinks, what you have down there is you have that P-trap. That P-trap right there, there's a collection of water down there. That's why you want the antifreeze to go down there so it doesn't, so that water doesn't freeze and cause damage to the pipes. So that's what you're trying to prevent when you pour water and not water, but antifreeze in the sinks. Okay, so once I do that, I know the water is out. Go ahead and throw a little piece of tape over that. Put my sticker on the tape. Just like that right there. Get your photos. Make sure you turn off all the, same thing for the kitchen. I'm gonna pour a little of that stuff down the drain valve, the drain for the washer, and in this sink. Okay, so one of the last things you want to do is you want to check and see if the plumbing lines can hold air pressure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 30 psi's of air inside the lines. And then I'm gonna make sure, at the same time, before I do that, I'm gonna make sure that all the fixtures are closed in the off position so no air escapes. And then I'm gonna see how long I can hold 30 psi's. Ideally, I want it to hold it for 30 minutes. If you can hold it for 20 and it doesn't move, I think that's good too. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this right now. So I got it at like 32 psi's. It's been holding now for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let it hold it for another 10 minutes, and I'm gonna say that's good. All right. All right. So my water heater has finished draining, and that's good because I just finished everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect my hose. Turn my heater, close my valve. Okay, so that's it. Got everything done. I'm gonna make sure that I leave everything the way that I found it. Turn off all the lights. One other thing I'm gonna make sure I do is turn this, make sure these fixtures right here are off. Last thing I want them to do is turn the water on and start spraying water on the floor. This, not so bad, the water just goes in the sink. All right. Everything looks good. Go check this last bathroom. Lock the door. Put the key back in the box. Scramble the code. And that's it.